Hi, I'm Mike from the Morphin Network. We are here at Pasadena Convention Center for Power Morphicon 2022, and I'm here with Matt Austin, who plays one of the most buttery Rangers of all time.
Hi, man. How you doing? My name's Matt.
Yep, Bridge is one of the best Rangers in my opinion, like one of my most favorites. You know, I'm always going Bridge, 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 Bridge. So, how are you enjoying the convention so far?
This is my first convention in a while, so it's been so great to see, totally my castmates for sure, which I haven't seen in a long time. But what's been really cool is that because this is my third Power Morphicon, I'm seeing some of the same people like again and again, you know, and that's what's kind of nice. Even if they're not coming to my table, but just walking by and I can recognize their faces, it's really nice to see people like we're all growing up together, right?
Yeah, I remember you were in my very first Morphicon, 2010, and you actually signed my Red Ranger poster for the SPD section of the poster. Yeah, I still appreciate that so much. So my first question to you is, what was one of your most favorite episodes to film on SPD?
My favorite episodes were the beginnings and endings. So the first two episodes and the last two. Because they were directed and written by Greg, and B, because it had the least amount of like morphed fighting. Like we got to play ourselves and not just the morphed versions of like Power Rangers. And so because of that, we got a chance to use our own skills and things, and that's what I liked most about that. Yeah.
Well, I would say my favorite episode was A Bridge, where you had to solve hijacks, yes. And it actually relates to my second question because throughout the series, Bridge always has these little character quirks, like wiggling his fingers when he says buttery, or being upside down, or always assuming something is a collective dream, and many other things. So my question to you is, were any Bridge's character quirks improvised in any capacity?
The handstand thing was taken from Deca Ranger. Yeah. So when I got the part, my agent I was like, do you have any other details? He said, I know that you're green and that you have to be able to do a handstand by the time they start shooting. And that's all I knew about the character. So everything else that came out of Bridge was like something that either happened offset and was brought into the show, or something that, you know, in rehearsal I would just kind of like, what I like doing in rehearsal is not really doing it the way I plan to do it so I can keep it fresh, but that always resulted in me doing something that someone on the crew was like, do that, and I'd be like, really? One of those things was in that Collective Dream episode, my character has pajamas that have footies, and I said, wouldn't it be funny if he also had like handies, like his hands also were part of it? And they were like, that's a great idea. It was the most inconvenient thing to wear. I couldn't hold anything, I couldn't like wipe my face, it was so hot. But that was all stuff from like just me trying to make people laugh, and then it would always result in something that ended up on screen. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, you also had a bath book. Oh, it looks like we have a special guest on our interview today.
My son Jazz.
All right. Yeah, I know that Bridge also has a bath book, and you're also the very first openly Jewish Ranger on the show. And
wait, are you saying that there's closeted Jewish characters then?
Well, no.
Openly Jewish character, then there might be some closeted Jewish characters.
There haven't been any confirmed Jewish characters, but like you're the first one to say, well, I'm Jewish, so happy Hanukkah. And yeah, like going off of a College Humor video, I love that the first openly Jewish character is a Green Ranger, right. Just like in the College Humor video.
Hold on, I don't even know about that College Humor video.
Oh, it's called Zordon is Racist.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like you got a black guy as the Black Ranger, an Asian girl as the Yellow Ranger, a Native American as the Red Ranger.
Oh, and I'm the Green Ranger.
Yeah, because I'm money. Yeah. No, you're great because some of the Dragon Sword.
Yeah. I always thought it was the Green Ranger because I like weed.
Yeah. You said it, not me.
Yeah, it's legal in Canada, so
yeah, it's true. So eventually became a Blue Ranger and then a Red Ranger. So do you have any fun behind the scenes memories of filming Once a Ranger?
Once a Ranger was really cool because I got a chance to meet the new cast members, and then also get a chance to work with some of the legends, like working with Adam. So one of my favorite memories of Once a Ranger was trying to come up with a way that Bridge could have matured slightly. He's not going to be a new person, but he's going to have his shirts tucked in, his hair might be just a little bit neater, and he might be a little bit more methodical because he's working with people he's never worked with before, that he doesn't have the comfort. So I just like hanging out with everyone, and Adam, because Adam's a very talented stunt performer himself, getting a chance to work with him and getting a chance to do some of my more on-camera stunts than I had on the SPD was amazing. Is that opera being sung?
It does sound like opera. I think Bulk and Skull are singing opera right now in the background. I wonder if the microphone catches that and we get a little bonus show from this interview.
Yeah. All of a sudden there's some sort of Italian. I'm going to try and pull out some sort of classical music reference and I have nothing. Sarsaparilla. I think that's a meat. Sounded Italian. Yeah.
Oh, which brings me to my final question for you is, you were on a cooking show in Canada called Tastebuds, where you were one of the co-hosts. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of cooking shows, and I like to cook myself, and I especially like watching kids cook because I always like to see the creativity in that. So, what was one of your favorite dishes to make on that show? Is it butter toast?
No, we never really focused on butter toast. But my audition for that was actually, they gave us a whole bunch of ingredients and said, make what you think is the most extreme grilled cheese sandwich. And I added a lot of butter and cream cheese. And it was amazing. So my favorite memory of making that show was just this crazy grilled cheese sandwich that I came up with on the spot. Yeah, you should try it.
Well, I'll say this. I really hope that this interview is not a collective dream because I enjoy doing this so much. I am Mike Matusevich at Power Morphicon, and I'm here with Matt Austin. And I hope all of you have a buttery day.